Hi, in this video I want to talk about how Instagrammers can grow their following through Pinterest. So if you're on Instagram and you're getting your followers from Instagram because people are on Instagram and they're finding you. So if they're your followers, you already have them. So let's not talk about your followers. So how new people can discover you on Pinterest? Either by looking at the location or hashtags. So that's that. Other than that, maybe you can get some shout out from other account, and that's how they can discover you. Maybe you can take part in some giveaway when the people have to follow certain accounts and then they can follow you. So that's basically some of the ways you can get more followers. You can follow stuff like that. So you basically know how you can get followers from Instagram. So in this video, I want to talk about how you can get followers from Pinterest. So let's say you are Instagrammer that is focused on like one topic. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's food, maybe it's fashion, maybe it's beauty. So each picture that you create, you can send to Pinterest. Why Pinterest? Because Pinterest is also like very visual platform and it's based on pins, and each pin is clickable. So that's why, because it's very graphic, it's very similar. It wouldn't take you much time and much maintenance to get additional stream of followers. So how could it work? So let's say you're adding a picture on Instagram every single day, right? And you can use this app called Zapier. When you use this app and you set it up, it would repin the content. It would post the content from Instagram, the thing you add, to your Pinterest board. So like, let's say if you have like food ideas, so you post a lot of pictures of food, then it makes sense to create a board, some kind of food related on your Pinterest account where those pins would be stored. So the picture on Instagram would be a pin on Pinterest. What happens is, like, when you're using the right keywords, so you have the description where you would say whatever it is on the picture, that describes that you use the right hashtags, those transfer to Pinterest as well. So this would help you rank for those keywords if you use them. So like, make sure you use the caption and hashtags as well when you're posting, because this will help you rank on Pinterest. So Zapier is free, so you can do it fairly easy, and everything you post on Instagram would be posted on Pinterest. What happens on Pinterest is when people click on the pin that was repinned there, it would redirect you to your Instagram account. So people didn't know you on Instagram, but they were scrolling through their Pinterest feed, they ran into your image, they click on it, they're now on your Instagram account, and they see, oh, this person is sharing a lot of similar content, I like this content, let me follow them. So that's like super simple way to get additional stream of followers from Pinterest to your Instagram account. They can follow you on Pinterest as well, but like, if what you're trying to achieve is growing your following on Instagram, because if the more followers on Instagram you have, the more you can charge for the sponsored post, right? So if that's your goal, that's how you can do it. Additionally, just having this one board with Instagram pictures being repinned, maybe not the best way to manage your account on Pinterest. So like, if you want someone to manage it for you, or like you want to spend some time to manage the account on Pinterest, it can also bring you like great results. So what I mean by great results, when I manage my clients' accounts, it is, I'm telling now on Jackson's growth example. So Jackson is a travel blogger. He has a blog where every single month there's like over 500,000 people coming to his blog, reading his blog posts that he wrote like about Hawaii, about Southeast Asia, that the places where he traveled for the past 3 years, and they're very well ranking posts. So that's why he's getting 500,000 views on his blog. The other thing he does, he has his Instagram account with like over 300,000 followers, right? So that's another part of his business, like that's like not connected. And then when I started working on his Pinterest account, he already had like 13,000 followers on Pinterest, but his account wasn't managed, so he wasn't posting there every day. He didn't engage with the audience, stuff like that. So like, this was basically like a dead account. So when I started, he was only getting 1,000 people coming from Pinterest to his blog. So he wasn't sending like to Instagram at all. He was only he had the pins that were leading to his blog post. So when I started, it was 1,000, and within the first month that I was working on his account, we were able to grow it from 1,000 to 7,000. So 700% increase in his blog traffic from Pinterest. So of course, in his example, getting from 1,000 to 7,000 is basically nothing because he gets 500,000 from Google. But for someone who is not on Google and who, let's say, is a brand and they want to sell more products, that can be something that people would look for. So my Pinterest management services are not for bloggers, because it doesn't really make sense. Because bloggers like Jackson, when they pay out like from ads or from affiliates, from stuff like that, they need really, really big numbers because the payout is really, really small. But let's say if you're a brand, let's say I'm working with a girl who does bracelets. So when she is starting her bracelet business and she's going to sell her bracelets for like $20 each, she wants to grow the audience as soon as possible. So she wants to have people who are interested in bracelets, who are interested in fashion, who like luxury products and collector, because her bracelets are really, really beautiful. And when she's starting from zero, she wants to be both on Instagram, she wants to be also on Pinterest, because she wants to attract audience who wants to buy. She doesn't care about how many likes she has. Of course, it's a little bit important, but the most important thing for her is to get those sales, right? So in order for her to sell, she has to be on platforms that are easy to purchase. So Pinterest is definitely that type of platform, because when people go to Pinterest, they would click on something when they like it and they want to buy it. Because Pinterest is where people go to discover new ideas. So like when we are working on her account and we are starting it from zero, and we're going to grow it to like, let's say 7,000, 10,000 people a month coming to her site and buying those bracelets, that's gonna make sense, right? That she invests in Pinterest management, because she does not have a huge audience that she curated for like the past 3 years, like in Jackson's example. So if she wants to jumpstart and like get the right people to her account, that would make sense. And also for brands that are like already big and just want to have better presence and get more people to their account. So Pinterest is really great to bring traffic and to grow the brand. So if you're an Instagrammer and you want to grow your Instagram following, you can definitely do it through Pinterest. What I would suggest is to get the Zapier app and to just move the pictures from Instagram to Pinterest, so that people who find it on Pinterest, they would click on it, they would see your Instagram account, they can follow you. The other thing you can do, you can get my Pinterest training, where I teach you step by step everything that I did on let's say Jackson's account, so that I was able to grow it from 1,000 to 7,000 pages. So basically his account grew from getting like 70,000 reach, so like 70,000 people were able to see his pins, like the pins were there already, to I grow it to like 1 million in 1 month. So this took 4 hours a day every single day to achieve it. So if you want to like grow your Pinterest account like that, to have like access to 1 million people seeing your pins, because like if your content's that great, you want as many people to see it, right? Because the more people see it, the more people will check out your Instagram account and will like to follow you. What happened after this first month, I didn't put so much time into managing his account, but I have the app, my PinMeApp application, that redistributes the content. So basically, the more boards you have, the more pins you have, and not just your pins. So Pinterest is not about just posting your stuff, it's to sharing the really good quality content that is out there and saving to the right boards. So let's say if you want to know how to do it, how to get the right quality followers on Pinterest, so like the Pinterest account grows, and the more the Pinterest account grows and people find your pins there, that redirects to Instagram, that will help. So I have this Pinterest training where I can teach you step by step. And additionally, if you don't want like to put so much time, like if you grow it to a certain point and you're fine with that and you just want to maintain it with the app just costs $10, and it saves you like 2 hours a day of like daily repinning, because you have to repin daily. Like you post the pictures on Instagram every day, you have to post every single day on Pinterest as well. The best if you put like new content, that's awesome, but you should also repin the content that is already out there. So on Pinterest you have your boards, but there are also group boards. So group boards is basically a way for you to get more reach. So group boards are boards that are either on a specific topic or like all topics, where you can post, like if you apply to a group and someone who owns the group accepts you, you're able to post your pin. So the whole following of this group is now able to see your pin. So not just your followers, but also the followers of the whole group. So if you get accepted to a group that has hundreds of thousands of followers, then this many people is being able to see your pin. So if every day you post like different pin to this new board, then it's possible that like it would get traction and people also start like saving your pins. It now, when it's saved to somebody's board, the followers of the board are going to see it. So that's how Pinterest redistributes its content, and that's how stuff goes viral on Pinterest. So yeah, so that's the two ways. So with Jackson's first month, I was doing the Pinterest management, which is for brands, for companies that like make money with like small amount of people, so like 10,000. But for bloggers, like if you really need to have like 500,000, 1 million, that's also a very good way to like grow your following. So yeah, the second month I put just the app, so the following months is just the app that is working, and every single month like his account is growing. It's not growing that rapidly, not more like 700% a month, but it's growing like 10, 20, 30%, right? So we started with 1,000, first month we got to 7,000, then like 8, now it's like over 9,000. So it's growing very slowly, but I'm not putting my time there because it's like in his case it doesn't make sense, right? Because I'm not gonna grow his account to 500,000 like this way, because it would be very, 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 very time consuming, and it's not going to be like good return on investment, because the Pinterest management service is like basically not for bloggers. That's what I can say. Like for brands that like make money. So let's say if you're selling the bracelets and we are able to grow your Pinterest account, so the way that you get 10,000 views to your bracelet site from people who want to buy those bracelets, let's say you even sell 1,000 of them and you like make $20 on each bracelet, then you just make $20,000. So you only need 10,000 people. So that makes sense to invest, because then you are gonna get return on investment. If getting like 20,000 people to your site can bring you like, I don't know, $200 from ads, then it doesn't make sense to pay for Pinterest management, because getting $200 or getting $20,000 is a big difference. So of course I'm not charging this little for like 4 hours of work every single day that it makes sense to earn additional $200. But it makes sense to pay to get $20,000. Yeah. Another thing with Pinterest is like once you put the pins out there, they will drive traffic to your content for years. So like once the job is done, the content is just going to be more shared, more repeated, and bringing you more and more traffic. So in my example, when I post a blog post on my blog, first month there will be like 30 people who will see it. Next month there will be 300 people who will see it. But in 10 months, it would be like 3,000 people that will see it. Because the more people reshare it, the more people saves it, the more people clicks on it, the more popular it gets on Pinterest. So like repeating your content every single day, that's why I have my app, because that's exactly what it does, that you don't have to spend 2 hours a day to do it manually, but the app does it for you. That's how you grow your traffic. And then at some point, there is a way that one of your pins would go viral. I saw pins that have like 500,000 repins. My pins sometimes have like 14,000 repins. So that's why I wake up and I see over 100 people at 8 a.m. already was on my blog, right? I'm getting 20,000 people. I don't post nothing. I don't post daily. All it does is I have my app running in the background, and it grew from, before I had my app, it was like 700 people a month would come to my blog, like nothing. Then the first month, 3,300. So it's like 400%. The next month, 8,500, because I was putting a lot of work. So if I work for a company, like when I do their Pinterest management, I do the SEO, I do the keywords, I add new content. That's when you can see this big type of results. After that, like when I saw that I moved from 700 to 8,500, like 12 times the traffic that I used to have, I decided, well, my app is doing so well for me, it should definitely be available for other people, so like they can grow their traffic like that. Yeah, so that's how it all came up. So just to conclude, because it's getting too long, if you're an Instagrammer and want to get more traffic from Pinterest, it's a very simple solution. You just create a Zapier account, post your content there, and get my training. Like, get everything step by step what I do to grow your Pinterest account, because the more you grow your Pinterest account, the more traffic you'll get to your Instagram account. And then also the app, because with the app you'll be able to just repin your own content, and you have to spend a little bit of time on Pinterest as well, because you want to repin the very well ranking content as well. It's not like you repin just your stuff. It's not like on Instagram. On Pinterest you have to repin other people's content, because if you just repin your stuff, you're gonna lose the traffic and the reach. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.